Before Lori Loughlin was released from federal prison in December 2020 after completing a 2-month sentence for her involvement in the college admissions scandal, aka Operation Varsity Blues, the Full House alum found herself in a pickle behind bars. Previously, Loughlin and her husband, Mossimo Giannulli, were arrested in March 2019 after they allegedly paid William Rick Singer, the mastermind at the center of Operation Varsity Blues, $500,000 in exchange for getting their 2 daughters into the University of Southern California, per CNN. Ultimately, the university admitted their daughters, Isabella and Olivia Jade, as crew team recruits, although neither girl ever participated in the sport. After months of professing their innocence, in May 2020, Loughlin pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud, while Giannulli pled guilty to the same charges, as well as 1 count of honest services wire and mail fraud. The couple was sentenced in August of the same year, and Loughlin reported to the prison in October 2020, while Giannulli started his sentence the following month. At her sentencing, Loughlin apologized for using her privilege to cheat the system. The actress said at her virtual sentencing hearing, "I went along with a plan to give my daughters an unfair advantage in the college admissions process. In doing so, I ignored my intuition and allowed myself to be swayed from my moral compass." Prior to Lori Loughlin's release from prison in late December 2020, the Hallmark actress reportedly spent her final days behind bars alone, with nothing but her thoughts. A source told Us Weekly, "She spent the last 2 weeks in isolation before she was released, so it has been especially tough, but she's thankful to put it behind her. There was a COVID outbreak in the prison, so it was a precaution and not a punishment." Upon her release, Loughlin was picked up from the correctional facility located in Dublin, California, by her 2 daughters, Isabella and Olivia Jade, in a private jet, per the source. Another source told the outlet that their reunion was, quote, bittersweet, without husband Mossimo Giannulli, who was expected to be released in April 2021, per Us Weekly. Nevertheless, the source said, she was relieved to be out of prison. Although Loughlin completed her prison sentence, she is not totally out of the woods. As part of her sentence, she will be under supervised release for 2 years, and she must complete 100 hours of community service, in addition to paying a $150,000 fine, the first source shared. Before she went in, Lori was volunteering with children with special needs and intends to continue doing that, even if it's not part of her ordered community service. And while it's nice for Loughlin to be on the outside again, quote, "It's hard to be home without Mossimo, of course." Aside from spending her last few nights behind bars in isolation, Lori Loughlin held her own while serving a 2-month prison sentence. Of course, prison life was a big adjustment for the actress. A source told People, "She was a little weepy on her first night there, but she pulled herself together quickly. Now she's resolved to finish her sentence with her head held high." At the time, the mother of 2 had not experienced any specific problems or dressed in orange, the source revealed. "No one has tried any shit with her. No one is bullying her." However, they also shared that, quote, "The guards aren't treating her any differently than other inmates." Echoing a similar sentiment, Us Weekly reported that Loughlin was a wreck when she first arrived at the correctional facility. The source said in November 2020, just days into Loughlin's sentence, Lori really went into prison strong. She had her faith and the support of her family, but the first few days and road ahead are daunting. Lori tried her best to be brave and look at the end result, but there was nothing that could dissipate her fears. The source continued to speak for the Full House alum, telling the outlet, "It's only 2 months, but she's dreading it. Her mind keeps telling her that something will go horribly wrong in prison, or that her stay could be prolonged." Luckily for Loughlin, that scary time in her life is finally over. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.